Hey guys, it's Aaron. I want to show you what I'm up to today. So, got this nice piece of walnut, and what I want to do is I want to resaw it. So I want to take it, cut it in half so it book matches. That way when you open it, it's like a book. It's mirror image. This is what they call it. So I have it against my table right now, and what I'm going to do is I want to first make sure that it's level with the table. Now I like using these kind of clamps. It's another kind of clamp here. I will show you somewhere. There we go. I'm not a big fan of using these for this application because when you tighten it on, it's hard to untighten it fairly easily. So if I look right here, it's a little gap I can see. So let me show you guys real quick. So as you can see here, is that little gap. So I want to release the tension on this just a little bit. That's one of the nice things is these clamps, it's easy to do that. So that's pretty good to me. I'm just going to tighten it. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but I want it to be close. And then I'll do the same thing with the other one. So the next thing I want to do is locate center. So I do have a ruler that allows me to find the center point. It's got a center scale. So it looks like this is about 22. So I'm going to mark 0 on here, so I know where that's at. Now, one thing to remember is just because you have a center point, that's not exactly where you're going to want to cut, because you have to consider that the blade takes out material, and in this case, it's going to be 2 millimeters. So I'm actually going to want to shift it over just a little bit. I have 2 lines, that way I know absolute center, and then I can figure out that little offset here. This won't be a huge difference. And now that I have that done, I'm then going to draw a line the entire way through. So I've got myself a nice long ruler. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it to be as close as possible. And I'll just strike a line here. There. Now I know where I'm going to put my splinter guards. So let me go grab that. So with this right here, I can line this up on my marks. Right. And that will give it right about even. Yeah, I'm not going to wear it too much, but I want to have it close. Now the one thing that I have to consider is this will cut 50 millimeters deep. Now, I don't know if you notice right here, but we got to consider, well, how thick is this piece? So this piece looks to be about 146. So we take 50 plus 50 because we're going to flip it. I think it's 100. And so we're going to have about 46 millimeters that we're going to cut by hand. Or if you have a bandsaw, you can do that. But we're going to use Japanese pull saw for this. So let's cut it now. All right, so I'm about to make the cut. I'm gonna do it in 2 passes. I am using a general blade, so it's about 28 teeth for this saw. I do have a 40 tooth. I'm not gonna use a fine tooth because I am ripping. That will give a lot of burn marks, but when we plane it or sand it, those marks will come out. So let's get started. Now we need to do the other side. So I'll show you real quick here how that looks. Again, this is actually fastened down, so now we have to remeasure. As you can see here, let me show you. So it went down quite a bit. I think I miscalculated something because one side looks a little bit bigger than the other. It happened. All right. So with that being the case, we need to flip it equally. I'm just going to try it this way right here. Now that that's there, the splinter guard. Actually, now I think about it, I could have just put the splinter guard, put the rail right there and butt it up against there, and that would have been good. Oh well, you live and you learn. So, alrighty, let's do this. Actually, in this case, I need to redo something. So in the future, again, I haven't done this many times, but I should flip it. So I did not do that, and that's okay. It's kind of the fun thing about this is you're gonna learn, and I've learned how to get lumber cheap, and that's been really helpful for me because I don't have to worry about, if I make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so the tape thing didn't work. As you can see here, I messed up a little bit, and that's okay. The thicker part. So if you look right here, we need to get rid of this extra. So let's now take the hand saw. So I've got two of them. I've got this one right here, and I've got this one right here. So this is 1 foot, and I think this is, was it 8 inches maybe? 6 inches, so a lot less effort. So let's get this at work. Give it a try. All right, so we're going to clamp this up. I'm gonna clamp the bottom. Although I think I'm gonna grab a wedge. That way it won't compress the material. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. So these are 2 offcuts I made a while back. I think I'm actually gonna loosen this up a little bit and then just kind of wedge it in there so that way it'll be easier to cut this, I hope. All right, so let's give this a go. We're gonna use the ripping part. Whew. Okay, this is a bit of a workout. Like I said, I'm gonna clean up in the planer, but it's a workout. Part of the reason why it's a bit tough is I don't have anything spreading it. So once I get a little lower, I'm gonna try to put in these wedges. So we are close. Not sure how close we are, but we are getting very close. So I'm gonna hold this right here, just gently score it. Whew. Here we are. It's beautiful. Now I gotta contend with this thing I did. Actually, you know what? Got a tool that I can use. So I haven't really used this much before, so it's kind of new for me. Let's give it a try. Let's just continue down. All right, here we are. These are our 2 pieces. I will need to plane these down, especially this. Made a mistake. Like I said, you learn and you don't make them again. So let's plane them now. All right, so we got our 2 pieces resawn. Lost a little bit. I would say we probably lost about 20% of the wood or so, but I was looking for 2 thinner pieces anyway. So what we can do now, and I'm not going to do this on camera, but if we want to joint them, we can lay them on top of each other, cut right here, and that way, put them together, they'll be nice. Now I'm thinking I might make a jewelry box. Haven't done one of those before, so we'll see how those turn out. But thank you for sticking along, and I'll see you in the next video.